Welcome to the online classes of Deepal School Josipur. Today we will read about SST of class 5. So this is your book Prachi Excellence in Social Studies 5. All of you come to lesson 4, the land of dense forest, the Democratic Republic of Congo. In the previous class we discussed about the location and climate of this area. Today we will read about vegetation. So vegetation you see the climate helps in the growth of thick forests with tall trees. So in vegetation we can say that the forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo, they have thick forests and the trees are very tall. The trees in this area grow very tall and from a canopy, preventing sunlight from reaching the ground. The tree in this area grow very tall, so the trees are very tall and form the canopy means the trees that grow very high, and at the top they expands their branches in such a way that each trees touches each other's branches, thus they cover the sky and the sunlight cannot enter or falls on the ground. That is why it is written that preventing sunlight from reaching the ground, so sunlight cannot touch the ground as the trees are very long and branched. Okay, so therefore Congo is sometimes called the heart of darkness. Heart of darkness means it is a name given to the Congo area. The ground is covered with shrubs and bushes. Okay, so the trees are very tall, but at the ground shrubs are there and bushes are there. A large variety of trees grow in this region. About half of the country is covered with thick equatorial forests. So half of the country is covered with thick equatorial forest. Okay, so the forest remains green almost throughout the year. They are called evergreen forests. So we have studied about evergreen forest and deciduous forest. So here in Democratic Republic of Congo, evergreen forests are there. Evergreen means the trees remain green throughout the year. Okay, they do not shed their leaves at a time. That is why these trees remain green almost throughout the year. The hardwood tree like mahogany and ebony provide raw materials for the industries. So many industries are also there, and to provide the raw materials to the industries, which trees are used, hardwood of mahogany tree and ebony tree. Okay, this is about the vegetation. Let us see about the wildlife. So in wildlife you just see the rainforests of Democratic Republic of Congo contain great biodiversity including many rare and endemic species. So very rare species are also there, endemic species such a both species of chimpanzee. Okay, so chimpanzee, see this picture, there is chimpanzee are there. The picture is of a chimpanzee. So chimpanzee are also living there. The common chimpanzee and the bonobo, also known as pygmy chimpanzee. So two types of chimpanzees are there. One is common chimpanzee and another one is bonobo. Okay, so that is also a pygmy chimpanzee, means smaller in size. So both type of chimpanzees are living there, and they are rare and endemic. Endemic means they are very less in number and very near to extinction. That is why this area is also prohibited. So some other animals like mountain gorilla, okapi, white rhino, these are also living there in wildlife. Five of the country's national parks such as the Garumba, Kahuji Bega, Salonga and Virunga national parks and the Okapi wildlife reserve are listed as the World Heritage Site. So these are the national parks and wildlife reserves. This much wildlife reserves are also there, so you have to remember just these names like Garumba, Kahuji Beiga, Salonga Virunga National Park, and Okapi Wildlife Reserve. So this much national parks and wildlife reserves are there. Let us see about agriculture. What are the agricultural goods? Many parts of the forest have been cleared and the land is used for raising crops like, so what are the main crops like rice, cotton, groundnut, coffee, rubber and cocoa, tobacco, palms, etc. These are the things which are cultivated in heavy, and cassava and banana are the main food crops. So you see this picture, this is a cassava plant, and this root of the cassava plant are used as the staple food diet of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And banana are also cultivated here. Cassava, a root crop, is pounded to prepare flour, which is used for making bread. So from cassava root, which is ground into, pounded into flour, and by that flour they make bread. Some agricultural products like cocoa, coffee, palm oil are also exported to other parts of the world. So these are the export item like cocoa, coffee and palm oil. These are the export items. So let us see about industries. The Democratic Republic of Congo is rich in mineral resources. So the area is rich in mineral resource. Okay, the Congo is world's largest producer of cobalt. So heavy amount of cobalt is extracted from the mines, and as a major producer of copper and industrial diamond. Okay, so these are the what is called items which are extracted in mines. One is cobalt, which is also extracted in plenty, copper, diamond. So these are mined here. It has significant deposit of tantalum, which is used in the fabrication of electronic components in computers and mobile phones. So one of the what is called item, that is called tantalum, and this is also used in the fabrication of electronic components of the computers and mobile phones. This tantalum is also found in the mines of the DRC area. In 2002, tin was discovered in the east of the country, but to date, mining has been on a small scale. Other minerals include cobalt, copper, gold, uranium, and silver. So these are the items which are extracted here. One is cobalt, copper, gold, uranium, and silver. So, so there are few industries, and most of them are in or near the cities. So near the cities of the DRC area, some industries also there. The government is making efforts to develop the resources. There is plenty of water in the country. So as we know, DRC is the source of water also. So dams have been built across the rivers to produce hydroelectricity. That is why hydroelectricity, the production of hydroelectricity is also uh, done there. So let us see about the life of people. The country is thinly populated, means less number of people are living there. Most of the people live in the villages. Okay, so most of them are living in the villages. Most of them are Bantu speaking Negroes. Okay, Bantu speaking Negroes means they are Negro people. They are tall and hefty with dark skin. Okay, so these people are tall and dark people. uh, they follow a traditional lifestyle in the villages. So their lifestyle is the same as their forefathers were living. As their forefathers were following the same traditions were followed by the people till now. Due to hot and wet climate, they wear limited clothes. So as that is hot and wet climate, that is why they wear only limited clothes. This they enjoy music and dance. Music dance means their traditional songs and the traditional dance. All these things are done by them. In cities, The people mostly wear modern clothes and lead European lifestyle. Okay, in the cities they follow the European lifestyle and modern clothes are also worn. A number of cities have been developed after independence. When this DRC became independent after the independence of DRC region, many cities have been developed. In the northern part, the people are short in height and are called pygmies. Those who are short in height, they are called pygmies. Short in height means they are a little bit shorter than those Negroes. That is why those who are shorter, they are called pygmies. They are nomads. Nomads means they move one place from one place to another place in order to get their food. Their huts are small and can protect their families from heavy rain. So that is why as there is heavy rain throughout the year, they make their huts very small. They are skilled hunters. They are fond of honey. So they are also hunters. They are fond of honey. Their major religion is Christianity, and 80% of the population they follow the Christianity. And 30 million member with about 30 million members, the Roman Catholic Church in the Democratic Republic of Congo is one of the largest Christian denomination in the continent of Asia. Okay, so this is about the life of the people of the DRC region. In the next class we will study about the transport system. This much for today, and thank you.